So weird. It's so weird. Welcome, guys. Yeah, OBS. I've done something to it. Doesn't start as quickly as I would have thought it does. Okay, so welcome traders. Let's have a look and see what's going on in the markets today. Let's have a look at euro dollar. So you can just see that going back to the 20th of July, there's nothing happening here. So this is range bound, and I'm just going to kind of keep it like that for now till we get some kind of resolution out of that. We have a look at sterling. Sterling at the same time is also looking more and more bearish. It's now underneath the 20-period moving average, pulled back, bearish, bit of a bearish candle there. Might actually want to go a bit lower. So a bit of a hinting at a bit of a stronger dollar. We've got Australian dollar. I highlighted this yesterday as a potential sell opportunity. It has followed through. It has gone on through with it, and I didn't place the setup. I didn't place the order. So a bit frustrating that I didn't place an order, and it's triggered. Anyway, it happens on occasion. I'll go through the thing, create the list, and then I'll get distracted, and I don't always get to do that. So Kiwi dollar is also gone. So these were actually relatively decent setups, although I said yesterday there wasn't much happening. It looks like a few have ticked off. Dollar yen I did place an order for, so dollar yen has triggered, so that's good. I'm worried about resistance levels for dollar yen. dollar Swissy might be in a consolidation, getting ready for a breakout. Okay, MACD looks bullish, so it does look like it could break out, but we'll keep an eye on that. And dollar CAD's a surprise, as in the surprise on the move for it today. Overall, the fact that it's trending higher was picked up here. This was this is a strategy that I've observed myself, as opposed to having picked it up from someone else. I tend to spot these really strong reversals as double bottoms. Don't see them as double tops as much as I do double bottoms. Hi, Osman. Okay, let's have a look at a few of these things. Euro GBP, no setup, no clear trend here. You can see on the weekly it's just sideways. Euro yen, also trying to break through that. I don't like it until it does either breakout or and so there's a couple of ways a person can get in on that. You can look to kind of get in on a breakout and your stop loss below the low here. So that's your kind of trade setup. It's a possibility. Euro Swissy is just choppy. It's all over the place. So no setup. Euro CAD, no setup. Euro Aussie, no setup. I spoke about this yesterday and it's continued on. So that was a setup yesterday. I didn't take it, but it has continued on. So a couple of the setups that I highlighted yesterday have triggered, and only one that I placed an order on was dollar yen. Euro Kiwi is continuing. The flow is continuing. You can see the MACD is generally trending higher. You can see the weekly is generally trending higher, and you can see the moving averages in this formation, and price is generally producing high lows, high highs. So it's not a very smooth trend, but it is flowing higher. Pound yen. So wait, you wanted me to have a look at Euro Swissy. Euro Swissy, it's this level here at 0.95. It's a bit of a concern for me, and it's very choppy. But yeah, I'm afraid, excuse me, it's still trending, it's still bearish. I'm more bearish than bullish on it. Still more bearish than bullish on it. Okay, pound yen. Again, I still think there I highlighted that, so that's taken off. Excuse me, pound Swissy, it's still stuck within the range. So I'm not going to comment on that just yet. Pound CAD has taken off, so that looks really nice. I didn't take that, and again, this is a double bottom, guys. What is more powerful than a double bottom at the end of a downtrend is a double bottom in an uptrend, because it's already bullish. All right, pound Aussie. Highlighted that as well. It's gone off. Again, I didn't place the orders on this, and we've had a breakout on pound Kiwi. So there have actually been movements in the market. This is also a possible double bottom type of setup here. You've got slightly bullish divergence. You've got a bit of a sort of actually a triple bottom here and a bullish candle here. So we could see it. It's not a very strong signal because we're still within a range, but we might see it start to take off from here, maybe. Not as sure about that one. Aussie CAD is still looking more bearish. Aussie pairs are looking weak. That was a very decent setup, and I didn't place an order on that. And that was another one. So I literally took dollar yen, and it looks as though a lot of the ones I highlighted yesterday have actually taken off. That happens as well, by the way. Maybe my mindset was just, I'm just not in the right place. Aussie yen, not looking bullish. I left that out. Kiwi CAD, still pushing a bit lower. Kiwi Swissy, very crisp, clean, a break and a retest and a continuation. And I think it'll probably keep going from here. So some people would actually see that as a setup, as a trigger candle. They would go, okay, a continuation from below that. Or even have tomorrow, have the candle come up and then trigger it. Yeah, anyway. Kiwi yen, no. CAD yen, I've highlighted that one. And Swissy yen looks like that's going to keep going. Man, Swissy yen, Usman, you of all people, you were talking to me about Swissy yen like last year or something. Anyway, it's still going. And CAD Swissy looking a bit bearish. So the Aussie pair is looking bearish, which means we're seeing Aussie pairs move. Pound Aussie, Euro Aussie, Kiwi pairs as well, and Swissy pairs, we're seeing those move. So it's the cross pairs. Interesting. Right. Okay, gold. No, gold's still looking weak. Really isn't going anywhere at this time. It's just stuck in that area. Okay, so nothing there. Silver's going to be bearish. Yeah. So, okay, so for day traders, there's potential shorting opportunities, but not for end of day traders. Okay, for intraday traders. Crude oil. Still waiting for that pullback. It's overextended. We've got a bit of a pullback here. I think I can get rid of that stuff there. Brent crude. Also a bit of a drop today and a bit of a reaction. So actually, there's definitely a level here that I would just put that in. So we are battling with that. Okay, and this is within our bigger range as well. So there's a smaller range here, which we broke through. And now we are looking to get it out of there. So no, so we'll see if it's going to get out, if it's going to break out. Nothing on that at this time. Indices. Excuse me. Okay, so bearish here, then a bullish, and then a fail. It's battling in this area. S&P also battling. I still expect a bit of a bigger pullback. Maybe not a huge one, just a small one down to these levels. Okay, NASDAQ breaking lower. So we highlighted this yesterday because of that level, but it's not a setup. Okay, get rid of that as well. Okay, Russell, nope, you can see it's a continuation down. That's fine, that's what we're expecting from my weekly analysis. No, DAX, no, they're just gonna keep going down. That's interesting, Apple. I'm gonna leave with that, so I'm not gonna look at individual stocks today. That, to me, is a double bottom. See, so that I see as a reversal signal. You've got bullish divergence. What are we looking at? Yeah, bonds. Bullish divergence and a very strong engulfing bullish candle. So what I can say is it's going to try to turn around, which will be up here. Cool. Eurobonds, yeah. But this makes sense, guys. If we're going to see the indices and some of the stocks take a drop, we're going to see bonds climb a bit. So you can see the same thing here. All of a sudden, the bullish things make sense because you're seeing bearish candles with the stuff. Also, I expect these to be potentially dropping. Oh, that's good. That's a nice little bullish signal of support there. So that's nice and bullish. That means Ethereum also looking nice and bullish. That's interesting. That was not expected. I did not expect that. But let's look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ, no. So that's interesting. That's a bit of an uncoupling from cryptos to do their own thing. I'm happy, that's fine, but interesting to see that happen. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is it. That's all for today. All right, not very long for today. And I will see you again tomorrow. And thank you. Any other questions before I go? Anything else? No. Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to let you go. So there were a couple. So that's interesting. But from yesterday, we'll have a look and see if we get any more setups tomorrow. All right, guys and girls, thank you very much. I'm going to let you go now. Thank you. All right, let me wrap this up.